Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, March 7th. We're looking at window traders market profile of the ES and the NQ. We will recap all of these three indices charts. Wild week, another interesting day. Let's go down over $10.50, only to come up $11. Nice $21 move in ES as we take out both IBs and both overnights. NQ even a bigger move as they move down, I guess around $12 and come right back up. Pure short covering and bottom feeding and momentum buying for 3 hours. F through basically L. M period. Whoever was still long, whoever was covering shorts, either were done or decided to step away. They pulled back, only to have the market rip up and have a small price probe. We have zero again to hang our hat on. These ranges have been tremendous, and all we have is the day's high and low. Now again, I know there's a 7 wide POC. I know there's half back. There's the settlement. There's the opening from today. I'm talking about firm reference points throughout that we use as we mark as far as wide pointer controls, afternoon rally highs, trend days, gaps, things of that nature. Otherwise, it really is a price vacuum at times. They're not going to really stop so much at a 7 wide POC or even the opening from today if the market decides to come in as much. Half back, I would use one as a very good reference point. All three of us are like that. Righty, the day's high, the day's low. Same with ES, same with NQ. Nothing changed in the big picture. You hear what I just said? We rallied over $10 off the lows. Okay? Nothing has changed. All that was short covering. For things to start changing, you need to take out a daily high. We'll see if they do it Monday. That was a very nice rally off the lows. Right? They took out the poor low. And by the way, look at ES. I don't back adjust, so the rollover gap from September is still there. But we took back half of September. So October, November, December, January, February, we took back 5.5 months. NQ, same thing. So again, you see how we could wipe so much poor structure and weak longs, just flush them right out in a week or so, a week or two, 2 weeks. We were down $5 last week. We're down $18, I think, this week. And that's being $10 off the lows. We were down $28 at one point this week in ES. But just because we finished near the highs does not mean we're going to be higher on Monday. We'll see. We'll see. I had a good day. Didn't do a lot, believe it or not. I actually tried to front run the overnight low in ES this morning. I actually made 4 points on it, but they did get the overnight low pretty much right away after that, so I didn't get that trade. But I made like 4 points. But then I had a very good A period. Even though they drove up, the fact that they had the overnight low, I took some very visual shorts that all paid. Against the 144, got paid. Against the overnight halfback, and against the wide overnight POC. So they all paid. Why didn't I take longs the whole way up? Well, a couple of reasons. The overnight inventory was long. Yes, a lot of it was short covering, but it was long, so you didn't get an inventory adjustment. So I didn't want to step in, and all of a sudden they decide to have one. And number two, the bears have been in control all week. Yes, I know the market's very short, but we did get the overnight low, so I just didn't want to be a buyer at that point. So I did nothing in B period. It was an inside bar. I did get the trade to take out both B's low to 1 time frame down and the IB low, which was very nice. Nailed that one very nicely in C. And then made some nice shorts on some ebb and flow shorts. Don't forget we tried to go trend down, failed, trend up, failed. A lot of failures here. I took a short in F period. The first time NQ filled the single prints, which backed off. I got paid on that one. And then my last two trades were in J period. Took a long in ES to get the IB high. And I took the long in NQ to get the IB high. And those are my two last trades. So, good day overall, good week overall. SPY got below, right? We finally traded at the 200-day moving average for the first time since November of 2023. Now, we closed above it. But again, one day doesn't make a market. And we'll look, when we go to the charts, you'll see all that. But they did rebound off it pretty nicely. Right now, the daily is down. But these are things that we do discuss. Just like on time frames, you want to get extension. The same thing goes on dailies, weeklies, monthlies. The further extension you get, the younger the trend is. So here is this week. Here's Monday. Right? Monday, you almost had the outside day down when we spiked, but we didn't. You got decent distance away again on Tuesday. Wednesday was inside. Thursday came out to the downside. And today came out to the downside. So even though this is an impressive little rally, to me, nothing's changed. And the same with NQ. The first sign of change will be when you take out a daily high. That's it. You got to remember that. Okay? I'm not going to go over the destinations because I'm in bigger increments. Let's go to the charts. Okay? So we're going to start with the Russell. Russell definitely turned out to be the canary in the coal mine when we talked about it basically 2 weeks ago or 12 days ago. So here's their monthly. They had a very nice month to finally get the monthly up. It lasted 1 month. You had an inside month a month after, and then we've been going down. The monthly is down. Kind of reminds you of the all-time high here, right? We broke out of this huge balance, all-time high. It lasted 1 month, and then we started going down. Are we in for another reversal again and go down here? Look, there's a lot of steps to go before you get there. But for right now, the monthly is down. The weekly is also down. Okay? So, this is the first time in a while all three time frames have been down for all three of us. And the daily is down. It's a nice candle today, right? We're all going to have that basic hammer for the most part because we came off the lows very nicely. But again, you do have to take that with a grain of salt. Until you take out a daily high, that means nothing to me. And again, we got below the 200-day moving average on February 21st. And they've been below it ever since. Okay, so we're down on all three time frames. NQ. Monthly is down. Came out of a 3-month balance to the downside. The weekly, also down. And the daily, down. Closed below the 200 yesterday. What about today? 492.50, and it closed below it today. Now again, 1-2 days doesn't make a market. But that's the second day in a row, even though we rallied, that we closed below the 50-day, the 200-day moving average in NQ right now. Not the prettiest of charts right now. We have come in a lot. Right? We were down about 11% in NQ at one point, and 7.5% in ES. Now we took some of that back with this rally late on Friday today, but unless we take out today's high, again, the bigger picture hasn't changed. And then the S&P, the monthly. Now remember I said ES was down, but SPY wasn't? Well, guess what? SPY finally took out. Did they take? I think they did. Yes, they did. They finally took out November's low. So we're down on the monthly. We came out of a 4-month balance to the downside. The weekly is down. And the daily, down. First day, now yesterday it looks like we traded through it, but we didn't. That's because it went up starting with today's action. We missed it yesterday in SPY. So this is the first day since November of 2023 that we actually traded through it. And we traded through it by $6. But we closed above it by $4. Amazing these ranges, right? I mean, to go down $10 and then come back 11 is absolutely fascinating. So, again, one day doesn't make a market. But if we take out today's high on Monday, well, at least you put the daily back to balance. You'd be above the 200 again if you closed above, right? If you took it out and continued a little higher. Those are the baby steps. You're not going to take out this week's high that easily. You're just not. You're $21 from it. I don't think the market's just going to rally like that. Could, but I'm not looking for it. So you need to take baby steps. And the first baby step is to take out today's high. You have jolts on Tuesday. You have CPI Wednesday, PPI on Thursday. One last other note, I am still running that $5 special if you sign up this weekend. You come in my room Monday through Friday for $5 to see what it's all about. I'm not going to lie, I'm very disappointed. I ran it for 2 weeks so far, and 4 people signed up. It really tells me people don't want to be educated. Okay, I don't know what you have to lose to spend $5 and come and see what we can offer in the trading room. If I don't get a bunch of people to sign up this weekend, it will be the last week I run it, just so you know. So, again, I hope you had a good day trading. Rest up, man. Tiring week, good week. Rest up. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.